Good morning. I think I'm going to call this little series A Cup of Joe with Jack. I'm drinking my coffee black now. Can you see? Can't see. Anyway, yeah, so. And I'm starting to feel a whole bunch more energy. And a lot of things are becoming clearer. Anyway, I do my mornings are really special. And I do my morning download from dreams and thoughts before I get started with my day. And a lot of people are morning people, a lot of people are evening people, but I got to do my work in the morning because by nighttime I am exhausted and ready to go to bed. So I call my morning Fiat Lux, let there be light. I do my first page of my journal will always be the Sabian symbol of the day, which today is Virgo 13. A strong hand supplanting political hysteria, keyword power. When positive, the degree is consistent effectiveness in dramatizing personal potentials, and when negative, loss of all opportunity by timid action. And one of the things we'll learn as you get into the inner structure with me is we have 3 axes every day in the inner structure, a 6-pointed star, but they're revolving through a 5-fold series. So these are all. So I look at all 3 of the axes that are resonating today, but this one being the main one, power. And got my book. Gotta have your book. Sabian Symbols in Astrology. Or you can do it with any other system. I know someone who's now reading the Wheel of Significance. By Ridier. Edited and compiled by Mike Myers, and so they'll be following along reading this with the Dane Ridger's symbols. That's perfectly fine. Whatever your choice. I choose Mark Jones and I supplement it with Dane Ridger.'t back to this morning. So I had a dream and I wanted to share it because I think it's powerful. I was holding in my hands this old picture of a woman's face. Well, that doesn't surprise me because yesterday was Elsie Wheeler's birthday, and I had posted on Facebook 2 pictures of her, one of her in her youth and one of her, a black and white picture of her when she was older, but not that, probably in her 40s, still quite beautiful, wearing a string of pearls around her neck. And anyway, these were gifted to us, finally found throughout the ages. We finally got this picture through Linda Hill. Linda's a absolute wonderful person who does the Sabian symbols. Now I've gone off in a different way. I do geometry with them. I do these models, these structures of 6, 5, 4, 3. I work on the 7. Okay, whatever. Back to my point. In my dream, I was holding this old picture. And then in my other hand, I was holding a brand new pack of playing cards. And on the box itself was a perfect picture of a woman. The same woman. This one was an original, old and falling apart, yellowed, ready to fall apart. And in my hand was this same person in beautiful living color, embossed on this deck of playing cards. Well, what was that all about? Well, to me, I wrote this. It was dreaming proof that the past comes to us through the future. Think about that. What of the past is living proof in the present of the future? Because it's not unwrapped yet. The deck's not unwrapped yet. And inside the deck, of course, is all this information, whether it be tarot or, however you do your cards. Like, okay, so for instance, I do my cards. Remember, if you saw my other video, so this was Virgo 11, my 40 things from Virgo 11, my life experiences. Yesterday, busy doing technological work, exporting contacts to my new website and all that. Yesterday was only about 20, I think 20, how many? Well, they're out of order now because I shuffled them, right? Get an oracular view. Take out the cause and effect and shuffle them all up. all these different life experiences from yesterday and get an oracular view, letting other things create other neural networks, connections in my mind. So, here's what I wrote about it. Let me just read because I'm not that articulate yet. What is the same between those two? All that has not changed. Our conditioning, emotions, ways of thinking that are stuck in time and revealed in space. So here's my question to myself, sharing it with you. Do you want to improve your character? Do you want to expand your consciousness? Do you want to be a better personality? Do you want to paint a new picture of your reality? You must begin with the inner structure of you. Physical is habit conditioning. Social is emotional triggers. Spiritual is mental appreciation. Now, appreciation, I was thinking if we can live a life of appreciation, which many new age thought systems are out there that allow us to tap into that, such as Louise Hay, who recently passed on the degree of Virgo 7, sunrise Virgo 8, but she passed during the night, so Virgo 7, restraint, a harem, a non-acceptance of any limitation. Well, she absolutely lived her life that way. She overcame so much and then went out to teach the world, so no limitation. We can live that life of gratitude and make progress. We can live a life of learning and make progress, or we can go quantum. This is what my dream was suggesting to me, because in that shrink-wrap pack of cards is the future. The picture on the front is where we're at now. The old picture in our hand is everything of the past that is now in the present, ready to go into the future. I hope you're following that analogy. That was my dream. Strong symbolism. You know, I was born in 1957, and I can remember the first black and white TV being brought into our home. I remember watching the Beatles on it, on Ed Sullivan. I remember, don't sit too close, you're going to go blind. And, you know, I remember that. I was part of that. And I had to research and find out when really the TV really got into American homes. And I found out that I researched and found out that it happened in April 30th, 1939. The NBC mast atop the Empire State Building broadcast out to RCA televisions receiving in that metro area. 1939 was the year my mother was born. 1957, most American homes, well, I'm just assuming based on my experience, but we had one then in our home. But I had to research that to find out. How did I research it? On my iPhone 6, using Google search engine, I found out the information I needed, just clicking some buttons. We are in an age of rapid development. I'm 60 years old. From the first black and white TV in our home to Google in my hand. We are going quantum, but my question is, are our characters going quantum? Are we keeping pace? Are we keeping up? Are we expanding? Are we doing that, or are we stuck like that old picture or that unopened box of cards? See, that's what is really coming through to me, is really powerfully today, right? Now, we can go quantum if we want. We can spend our lives learning. We can spend our lives resetting our minds to be appreciative and have gratitude. We can do that. We can stuff our minds full of knowledge, book knowledge. We can do that. But when we come back, what will that old picture look like, and what will the new deck of cards look like? See, this is the question. So anyway, here's what I put. So these cards I hold in my hand, they are what? They are my relative truth, my life experiences, right now. So this is September 2nd, 2017, Rebecca S. Jack Sajan. These are her relative truth experiences in life for that day. That's her pack of cards for that day. They show my condition, my habits, in a physical way or in a material way. They reveal my emotional peaks, the triggers that set me off, and how I deal with them at this time in my evolution of character. They do so through states of social interaction. This is the emotional level. Likewise, they reveal the reasoning, the rationale, the decision-making process that leads me to action. These are also shown in my experiences, showing me my ways of thinking. They're made clear and evident. This is my mental state. Together, these three realms will show us ourselves, where we're at now. But equally important, they show us a guide to the future, our synchronistic events, our dreams, our moments of magic, our surprising experiences, our new thoughts, our unfolding opportunities that life gives to us, the reciprocity of the universe coming into our awareness on a daily basis. These are also recorded. This isn't all the bad stuff. This isn't a pack of judgmental stuff. This is a pack of life experiences. What happened? How did I feel about it? What did I do about it? What did I think about it? What new thing did I think about it? What opportunity did I seize? All of these things are revealed to us. Like Louise Hay said, I've been listening to a lot of her stuff since she passed. A lot of things are being shared on Facebook, and I went to bed one night just listening to an ongoing interview segments with her. Beautiful, beautiful words of wisdom. One of the analogies she shared was, you know, if you sat down in front of a big, beautiful, elaborate computer, the top, I mean, I'm embellishing here and I'm going on, but because it makes my point, because I've been talking about TV and all this stuff. Big, beautiful system, computer with everything, all the peripheral attachments, all the stuff, top of the line. And you didn't know how to use it. It's just a piece of junk. So here's the thing. We have to learn how to use the system. If we keep coming back where we were and making little itsy bitsy steps of progress, that's fine, and that's an option. But if we can go quantum, if we can go from black and white TV to iPhone 6 in our hand, wouldn't we want to avail ourselves of that? Well, there is a system. It's a system that I teach as derived from 2 pages in the book of Sabian Symbols in Astrology. I call it the inner structure. It has a formula. It has a way to use the Sabian symbols in a method that will allow us to, well, you saw, this is where I'm at now. It's going to keep progressing. I'm going to get this into a user-friendly mode so that you guys can use it too. That's my work, okay? I hope you'll tag along and listen to my updates of developing this system for our use. But it's working. I've been using it I've been studying it for a year, using it into the application of it really intense now for about, I guess, 7 or 8 months, going into my 8th month probably. And I thought it was interesting. I had a picture. It was a picture of a man. His head was a book, you know, kind of open, all the pages. And in his hands, he was holding his own face. And I thought about books, how we number them, ISBN numbers. And I thought, inner structure, because now. So that's my thought I leave with you this morning is, let's go quantum with ourselves. Let's really get into how this operating system works that we are. Let's find out our conditionings that can be changed, our emotions that can be lifted up to joy and taken out of the dregs, those triggers removed. You know how they say a master is at peace and calm in the presence of all things? I'm not. Are you? But we can be. We're told we can be. I believe we can be. But it's going to take work. We got to learn the system. We got to be great operators. We got to come to know ourselves. And mentally, can we have that? Can we manifest that reality in which we're not ignoring things in the world? We're not excluding things in order to be in a state of peace and joy, but an exclusive way to be present in all things, to have that mental capacity and expanded consciousness to the point that we are present and alive and interacting with the world around us in peace, in joy, in harmony, and as a good influence going outward from us. That is my hope. And this is the system I'm using to learn how to make quantum advancements. Will you join me? I hope so. This is Sabian signing out for today. Bye-bye.